Hi, Cancer. Whew. It has been quite a whirlwind of energy lately. So I'm doing this reading for you guys 2 days before the full moon in Taurus. And that full moon in Taurus is really setting the stage for our eclipse season. Eclipse season starts in November. We'll have a new moon in Sagittarius and a full moon in Gemini in November. But honestly, those eclipses, yes, they're going to affect you. And yes, this full moon is going to affect you. But the biggest news for you guys astrologically for November, welcome to it, by the way, is Venus being in Libra, Mercury retrogressed back into Libra, which is, you know, your fourth house. And this is where home is. So there's this need for you to find some balance and stability and be able to express the way that you feel without feeling like you are being like it's I want to say attacked, like feel like you want to really be able to bring this balance into your existence and make a comfortable home. You know, you rule the fourth house, so the fourth house rules Cancer. So having all of this stuff sitting in Libra for you is going to represent the need for you to find balance in that area. And I feel like it's been so off kilter lately for you guys that trying to rein that energy in is not going to be an easy task, especially since you guys are extremely headstrong when it comes to work, and Mars is in Aries, which is in your 10th house. And that's going to be Mars is going to be going direct. So it's going to be supercharging this need for you to push and push. Like, you have had Mars in Aries since what, July? I don't even remember. Like, that's the energy. Like, I don't even remember the day that it went. There's so many things that happened this year. Anyways, it's been for half the year, since like June or July, I want to say. That would be the information that I would mess up on, but I'm blaming Mercury, as we all should. But the Mars going direct in your 10th house, the way that people see you, the way that you put yourself out there, it's the house of work, it's the house of purpose, it's your midheaven, it's feeling needed, it's feeling connected, and it going direct, it's going to just amplify that push and that need for you to go, 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 go. Like you haven't already been feeling that need to go, 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 go. And now you're getting that extra activation there. And then we have, so much going on for you guys. Then we still have Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in Capricorn, which is across from you. And Jupiter and Saturn, this is their last November is the last full month that Jupiter and Saturn will be in Capricorn. It will be both planets will be happily jotting along into Aquarius once we get into, just like how I said that, once we get into December. So you won't feel so restricted anymore when it comes to your relationships. It's kind of a crap bag that you got Jupiter and Saturn in your relationship sector for the entirety of 2020. Like, that kind of sucks. But you learned a lot of lessons about who you can count on, who you can't count on, who's going to be there for you no matter what, and who isn't going to hold it against you if you can't even be there for them. You know what I mean? It's like, there are certain people that will always show up for you. And that's what 2020 proved to you, that there are always people. It's like, the relationships that you made or the relationships you solidified in 2020, those are going to be for the long run, because Saturn totally affected that. And with Jupiter, these were very lucrative. We'll put it that way. Lucrative relationships for you. So all astrology aside, I hope you guys are doing well. The last couple of days have been a little bit weird. Yeah, so here we are. Yeah, I got this first card that came out. I am laughing because if I tell you guys to rest, would you? If I told you guys to take a break, would you actually let yourselves do that? Because the first card that came out is the Four of Swords for November. So there's absolutely a necessity for you to chill out a little bit. Then we have the Page of Swords, and then we have the Six of Pentacles. And it's obvious because you are giving so much energy to the cause, You're giving so much of your energy and so much of your time and so much of your effort to everybody else over and over and over again. And you have to get honest with yourself. Honest? You have to get honest? Isn't that a brand? Honest? You have to get honest with yourself on what it is that where all of your energy has been going to and what it is that can ultimately define your journey and your path. Because all of this energy that's going on right now is all squared, right? It's all at a square or an opposition to you. Libra is at a square, Aries is at a square, Capricorn is at an opposition to you. And in order for you to really be able to trust what's going on, you have to be centered and grounded yourself. And if you're not allowing yourself to be centered and grounded right now, this energy is going to come through and just sideswipe you. And you won't even see it coming. Like it won't even, you'll blink and you'll be like, what the fuck happened to Monday through Friday? Like yesterday it was Monday. And today it's Saturday. I don't understand where the time went. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand where anything's going. And you also know that if you allowed yourself to take a minute and clear your mind, start to listen to your intuition, let the clarity happen, you could easily manifest things very, very, very fast. So we have the High Priestess. We have the Six of Swords, and we have the Magician. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo or a Pisces, or both. But the Six of Swords is about moving from rough waters into calmer waters. So things are getting easier, but if you're looking at all the chaos and you're looking at everything really, really frantically and you're like, Betsy, where are things getting easy? I don't understand where things are getting easier. I don't get it. If you're doing that right now, there's really no better time than the present moment to get grounded, to feel like you comfortably can take the next step without second guessing, without questioning yourself or second guessing yourself. So let's see. Let's go ahead and see what this Four of Swords is. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You guys need to rest. It's time for you to heal. It's time for you to meditate. It's time for you to give yourself. And of course, here we are. You're like, but when, Betsy? When am I supposed to find that? When am I supposed to find the time to meditate? When am I supposed to find the time to get grounded? When am I supposed to, when? And here I am. And I'm going to say to you, if you cannot make the commitment to yourself, because we have this Knight of Wands here, which is the wishy-washy, this is what you're going to be doing. If you don't allow yourself to get grounded, you're going to be back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You see? So allowing yourself to take a moment and say, you know what? Giving yourself permission, committing, if you can't even commit the time to yourself, what makes you think that any other time that you commit to anybody else or anything else is going to not backfire on you? Or it's going to end up like being really, really smooth sailing. If you were to set some time aside and say, This is my time. This is what I need for myself. And you got really honest about where you're placing your energies. You don't have to get everything done in one day. Oof, there's that Virgo energy. Are they being sharp with you? If the Virgo energy is being sharp with you, they're kind of going through a few things as well. We'll get there to their reading. I'm almost afraid to do it. But this Hermit on the Page of Swords. So if you're not dealing with a Virgo, or even if you are dealing with a Virgo, the Hermit energy is asking you to also take a moment. So we have two cards here literally telling you to pause, to take a moment and to pause. And the Six of Pentacles to me feels like a reevaluation. Like the Six of Pentacles is about placing, where am I placing my energies? Am I giving my energy to people, places, and things that are giving back to me? Or am I giving my energy to something that feels like it's just draining me? Ooh, is it a Gemini? Is it love? If you want to give your attention to your alignment, yes, that Lovers there popping up pretty big with the Six of Pentacles. So you want to focus on the relationships. Okay, 100%, totally understand that. And I think, you know, a lot of that does have to do with the fact that you are starting to feel the easing up of tensions when it comes to those relationships. But at the same time, if you cannot commit to yourself, how do you think you're going to be able to commit to another person? If you cannot fully commit to your own journey and your own path, it's very difficult to give that energy and attention and commitment to somebody else. So let's see, what is this? High Priestess energy. Yes. When in doubt, pause. So this is, I feel like I'm going to call this reading the Great Commitment, because I feel like it's time for you guys to really rein it in and allow yourselves to commit some energy to what you're doing and who you are. The Knight of Swords on the High Priestess, man, that Knight of Swords is full of chaos. So if there's a Pisces energy that is just bowling you over right now, I think the biggest thing about that Pisces energy is sort of just allowing it to let that Pisces energy process and then let it shift on its own. There's really nothing that you can do other than stay to yourself. I know that for some of you that might be impossible with the Pisces energy, but for others of you, this is about your intuition. And this is about when everything is so overwhelming and you feel like that chaos is just running right at you. Yeah, you see, hold on one second. I gotta pause this really quick. I don't remember where we were, but I know we were talking about the chaos of the Knight of Swords. Okay, so with all this chaos that's going on with the Knight of Swords, grounding yourself and allowing yourself to get in touch with that intuitive side of you, because you're so incredibly psychic and you really are in touch with all of the moon phases and everything that's been going on. And yes, these eclipses in November are going to affect you. You have to come back to yourself. You have to come back to your center, and you have to really find yourself within that center. Otherwise, it's not going to make sense. Nothing is going to make sense for you. So let's see, Six of Swords. And, oh yeah, the disappointment, man. Okay, and let's just see what the Magician wants us to know. Whoo! All right, bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. Take a look. Okay. So we have the Five of Cups on the Six of Swords. Man, that Five of Cups. Ah. You know, yes, things could always be better. yes, there are always some regrets that we can hold on to. But sitting in that pain, sitting in that exhaustion, sitting in those regrets and dwelling on it will never 100% affirm you to move. Like it won't push you forward. It will keep you stagnant. So instead of sitting within those regrets, instead of thinking of all of the what ifs that you could have done to change the situation or how things could have been done differently, shifted differently, whatever, because I know that your mind is going crazy right now trying to figure out how to make it right, how to make it right, how to make it right. How do I fix this? What if it's not supposed to be fixed? What if you are supposed to be in a tough place right now in order to push you forward, in order to show you that you're not supposed to be in the place that you're in? And what if wherever you are right now is not fixable? And what if you have everything already still standing behind you, just waiting for you to turn around and recognize that it's there? You know? 5 of Wands. So we have the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Wands that came out on the last 2 cards. 5 of Wands on the Magician. You can argue about what you want. You can argue with the Virgo. You can argue with the Gemini, because that's who we have here. You can argue with the Pisces. You could argue with the Sagittarius. You could create the tension. You could create the chaos. You could do all of those things. You could regret the things that were said. You could regret the things that were done. You could regret the things that weren't done, weren't said. Or you can recognize that there's always a way out. And the way out is through it. So instead of sitting in the chaos, instead of sitting in the anger, instead of sitting in the mess, you start looking towards the future and you start recognizing, right? So we have the 3 of Wands, and there you are, the Queen of Cups, with the 8 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. You could get up and just start moving yourself. You start going in a different direction. You start going in a direction that's right for you, and you stop waiting for the people to show up for you who have proven to you time and time and time again that they just simply aren't going to, right? You have given all of your time, all of your energy, all of your space, all of your capacity over and over and over again. And we've talked about this before. You guys are loyal, and I mean, I'm a loyal person too, and I used to be loyal to a fault. And then I started realizing that I wasn't even paying attention to my own emotions. I wasn't even paying attention to what I needed for myself. And then I started paying attention to that, and I was happier, and everybody else around me was happier. And that's what Saturn is trying to teach you. And I do feel like this Sagittarius eclipse that's coming up is also going to usher in some sort of apology, some sort of change with the Knight of Cups and the Death card there. But with, we have the Devil and Temperance here. You know, these lessons are creating a balance within you. And it's because we have to see that dark side of us. We have to see the shadow aspects. We have to recognize and allow ourselves to appreciate where we came from, but not sit in it. Don't sit in where you, leave that past alone, man. Yes, it brought you to where you are, but it doesn't have to define you. And the people that are around you that you're continuously giving so much energy for, and you're not giving it back to yourself, like, yes, there are some people that are really worth giving a lot of energy to. And then there are some people that have just proven time and time and time again that they just don't want to show up. Where's the line? Where do we draw the line? So that's where I feel like this great commitment for yourself is going to occur in November. So I wish you all the best for that. I do have the 6-month readings ready, personal readings to go. I only have a couple of spaces left. I might open up some more spots in December. Kind of depends on how the first couple weeks of November goes. But right now I have a few spots for a pre-order that you can also get December's energy. In the description box, you can get that. They were pretty accurate. The general reads were pretty accurate. And I don't know if I'm going to be doing the second half available for everybody. I might just do the first 6 months. I haven't decided. Really, there's so much up in the air right now. I just moved for the 4th time this year. And for the last time, I'm like not going anywhere anymore. So here we are. I love you guys. Take really good care of yourselves. And if you need anything, come join us on the memberships. You have access to me all the time in the memberships. And we have a lot of fun there. And you get tons of extras being a member to this channel. So I love you. Have a wonderful November. And I will see you soon. Bye.